doing it, so I thought I did.
That's fucking
I saw his face.
Episode 76. We're already an hour in.
Welcome to Unrolled, episode number 76. My name is Mike. Chuck's across the way. Engineer of the Year is sitting across from me. Next to me is Drew Carr, and
this one's going to be short.
This is going to be a real short podcast about absolutely nothing. We don't have a guest today. We have tons of scheduling conflicts.
I looked over for the time, and I was like, no. And then I looked up at the camera, and I went, oh, I didn't hit record on it either.
So we just
at least then I would have had bad, I'd been able to try and turn that audio up. We'd have had bad audio, but we would have still had audio. Nope.
So, Engineer of the Year, 70. Hey, you know what?
Oops.
76 episodes is the first time that's happened.
It is.
Yeah. So kudos to you.
So summarize what we talked about real quick.
Nah, that was boring. That was boring. You know, as a warm up.
Oops.
We're alive now.
Shit's funny. Your face was like. I thought you got a terrible text message or something, and I was like, I saw it, and you're like, oh, it's disappointment, man.
Where are you going next week?
Okay, so we're heading out to family vacation to Universal Studios.
Wally World?
Never been.
Oh,
Is that Florida or
Wally World.
Yeah, it's Florida, not California. I don't know the difference. Like, one's one and one's the other.
You better go now because they're getting ready to be out.
What do you mean?
What?
Florida DeSantis is like waging war against Disney down there.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well yeah, fuck Disney. Well, those fuckers besides.
Isn't that Universal Studio?
No.
Oh, it's a different thing?
So Disney is.
I thought it was the same thing.
Animal Kingdom, the Magical Kingdom,
Right.
Epcot,
Right.
Hollywood Studios. And that's where like all the Star Wars shit and stuff's at.
Okay.
And those are those parks. And it's separate from Universal's like all the other shit like Beetlejuice and The Simpsons and Spider-Man and like Harry Potter World and all that shit. It's totally separate parks. And then they have their own big huge water park and stuff too.
I thought it was the same thing. But they're both in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Are they like right next to each other?
I have no. I've never even seen Universal. I don't even know where it's at. Like we always go to. We always take. We've gone to Disney. We take this Magical Kingdom bus straight to the park, and that's fucking it.
Well, I've seen Disney from the highway in Orlando. I think I did anyway.
I mean, it's a fucking huge property.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've seen Disney from the highway in Orlando. So where are you staying at down there?
It's like on their property. It's called the Hard Rock.
Oh, you're staying at.
Because if you do that, then you get perks, right?
Right,
so
right.
Those tickets are ridiculous. Like,
Are they really?
Like the park tickets are like just base price. I think it's like $150 a person per day.
Woo.
So then you add on.
Hey, that cruise is looking better. Sorry.
You add on other shit like a fast pass.
Sure.
And then early entry and all that shit. So basically, we're staying from Tuesday to Saturday.
Okay.
Fly back Sunday.
Right on.
If you bought 3 days of tickets, they give you 2 days free, which is $1,000.
Right.
Plus, they give you the fast passes and early entry free, which if you add those on, it's like $300 a ticket.
Okay.
Park hopper. So basically, staying there at that place gives you all those options.
But how much is that place?
It was like, I think that was like $400 a night, but there's 5 of us staying there.
Right.
So I mean,
It's a whole family, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
So the only benefit that Disney had over Universal to me was that they used to have a thing called the meal plan.
Right.
So you go and you get the meal plan for your family, costs like $1,000, right?
Jesus.
But everybody gets like 3 meals a day.
Right. That's not that bad of a deal there.
Really? Right.
No, but then you go.
If they're decent meals.
Yeah. You get
Here's my problem. You've got little kids. So this is always my problem at a buffet too. When we had little kids,
You better eat, motherfucker.
If they wouldn't eat it, they wouldn't eat what I felt I paid. Yeah. Then I would either try to eat it, or I would get up and get an entire plate of food just to leave on the table because fuck you, that's my money.
Well, yeah, no, same thing. But like so we would go places, and when you got your meal plan, they'd swipe your thing,
right,
and they show you what it would have cost if you didn't have the meal
right,
plan. And it'd be $35 for a fucking McDonald's cheeseburger.
Oh yeah.
So every meal was even
you're in a different country when you're there.
$200 for a lunch of like just going to like Arby's or something.
Right.
So, and then you go to dinner, and it's $400 for dinner.
Wow.
So, they don't have that meal plan anymore since COVID. So, to me, there's no point in going there. So, going to Universal, a couple people told me what they do is they'll save on a couple meals a day staying on property by the delivery people will bring the groceries to the room. So, breakfast, like some sandwiches for lunch, meat for lunch, and stuff. Save a meal or two a day doing that.
Right.
And just eat dinner out and
right on.
So hopefully it ends up being good. But
nice. Am I house sitting or do you got somebody else?
No, I thought you were.
Oh yeah, no, I will. Yeah.
I thought I stay a block and a half away from the ocean for $400 for the entire week. So $400.
And how many bedroom? Is it a 2-bedroom?
Two
Two-bedroom condo, bro.
It's nice too.
So, yeah, bro.
Quiet, and it's not that far from Orlando. It's only 45 minutes maybe from Orlando. Maybe not even that.
What I was gonna try to do was stay there for 3 days, drive to like A1A Beachfront Avenue.
Right.
Cocoa.
Daytona.
Yeah.
Cocoa Beach.
A1A runs
Cocoa
the
Beach
whole.
is closer. Yeah, but A1A runs the whole state.
Yeah, A1A's in Miami, all the way down to Key West.
Okay.
Well, it's
We literally stay a block and a half from the ocean and probably about a block or so from A1A.
yeah, but he's got little kids, man. That's the jam. Whenever the kids are
I'd
small.
like to go to Universal.
Yeah.
Universal looks cool.
Is that?
I got him watching the Harry Potter shit right now because I know it's nerd shit, but it's.
I can't get into it.
But
I tried to watch it up here one day. I started it I come up early because I was going to start and try and watch
All
like
8 of
3 of them. Oh, was there 8 of them?
8.
I was going to try and binge watch up here one day, and I couldn't get past half an hour into the first one. I was like, this is boring as fuck.
You gotta start at the 3rd one or something.
Really?
After they're kind of bigger and shit.
Okay.
Stories going.
I've seen parts of quite a few of them. I couldn't tell you anything about
But then how do you know Then how do you get the story? You're gonna lose the first 2. They're gonna lose the first half of the story.
It's kind of repetitive a little bit. They retell it with what they're saying all the time. So you can kind of miss it. You know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, the bad guy, he's in everything, and but I guess in that Harry Potter world, it's basically a replica of the movie. And so for them to hey, this is I remember seeing this store in the movie.
Right. Yeah.
Going to get. So that'd be cool. And they got a water park, and the boys can just go and do what they want to.
Right.
Because they got bored in Mexico.
Sure.
So, which I don't know how that happened.
They got bored in Mexico because you stayed in America on Mexican soil. That's why they got bored. If you just stayed in Tijuana, they would have never got bored.
And they may have never left.
they never got bored.
Well, yeah, you're right, and that's what it is. So that's what I was trying to tell Melissa. I was like, when we go back, if we go back to Mexico, just get
Especially if you stayed in the seedy part of Tijuana.
Right.
They really wouldn't have got bored if you stayed in the seedy part of Tijuana. They could have went and got drinks and watched the donkey show.
Right. You could always vacation to Ridge, man. We got a lot of that down there.
You don't have donkey shows.
There's some wild animals going on. So, it's been fun. It's been getting warmer. I got the windows open.
Right.
The street's coming alive. So
Right.
I'll have videos coming soon.
I've been leaving my security door open all night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's that?
That security screen door I bought.
Yeah.
Because you can lock it. It's got a deadbolt and everything on it.
Nice.
So I've just been leaving that son of a bitch open. My front door open.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All night.
Yeah, dude, it's I slept great. I think that's why I slept so great last night, man. I had the windows open. It was so perfect. It was going awesome.
Dude, there was raccoons trying to get in on my back deck.
Yes, the great outdoors.
Yeah.
On the little enclosure thing we had.
Yeah.
Once thought it was the cat. She went out there, and this raccoon's just trying to get in there. And I was like, oof.
Love it.
Well, raccoon's just a cat that lives in the trash can.
Aren't they nice though?
They are.
They're not vicious.
I mean, they're not domesticated animals.
Right, they're not terrible though.
People always get pissed if you fuck with possums, but they're just terrifying looking. But they're supposed to they do really good for the.
They're really good for the environment. Yeah, they're really good. They eat ticks out of your yard and all kinds of things. Possums are good creatures. They're really tough too. You shouldn't mess with one because they're extremely.
Raccoons are?
Extremely. No, possums.
Oh yeah, possums don't
They're
fuck around.
extremely tough.
It takes a car to get them down, bro.
And they will get vicious. So
Dude, my Irish Wolfhound grabbed one and was throwing it, and then chasing it and throwing it again, and that thing was playing possum, right? Yeah. So it's just like laying there going, ah. And the dog, and I'm like, dude, leave that possum was fine,
Right.
Just.
Right. Now raccoons are. I mean, if you corner one, or you mess with one that's got babies.
Oh shit! Yeah.
You're gonna get fucked up, but raccoons are harmless.
Dude,
you know how many times I've stuck boards in dumpsters so they can climb out?
Oh yeah.
And they just climb out and they look at you like, hey, thanks, and then they just
right.
take off.
They're
right.
like, hello.
And they just leave.
Thank you. Would you box a kangaroo?
No.
Would you box a kangaroo?
Kangaroo mess your shit up.
Bro, have you seen a non-jacked kangaroo?
No,
like, bro, they're like fucking Mr. Olympia.
They're not only are they jacked, but they'll show you they're jacked before they whip your ass too.
Right.
Like, you know how big I am, bro?
Oh yeah.
Fucked up.
Like, and they can kick you and like disembowel you and shit too.
Right.
Like,
yeah, they mess you up.
I don't know. I think it'd be fun if you could somehow.
Would you do jujitsu with one?
If you could limit their like leg dexterity or kicking you, then yeah.
I don't know that there's only one video of a guy punching a kangaroo and getting away with it. Only one in the whole internet.
Was it the one where like
dude had his dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking he squared up with him, and then like right then that kangaroo was trying to decide, do I kill this motherfucker or do I just go on? And there's only one video of that ever happening. Right. Otherwise there'd be, if people could just go out and box kangaroos, that'd be a video, that like Russians would go down there and fucking make it a sport.
I don't know why they don't.
Well, because you can't win against kangaroo.
I don't know. You could probably win.
I don't know.
I'd like to try kangaroo meat though.
I had kangaroo jerky one time.
Really?
Yeah, you know what it tastes like? All the other fucking jerkies. It's just dehydrated meat.
Right.
But it's all the seasoning.
Yeah. Teriyaki is teriyaki, bro, no matter what it's on. Except for fish.
But sometimes stuff's like even in jerky, it has a weird kind of gamey taste or something, I don't know.
Do they eat kangaroos down there?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
They eat cockatoos down there.
That's fucking weird.
Isn't that something?
Weird.
There's cockatoo stew. Because it's a nuisance bird down there.
Oh, really?
Bro, that flies in and destroys crops.
No.
Fucking cats are a nuisance there, too.
Well, cats are a nuisance here.
No, I mean, like...
Cats are... where are we talking about?
Australia.
Like, Australia doesn't even exist.
Yeah, it doesn't?
Let's say it did exist. There's like
it
millions and millions of like...
Why doesn't Australia exist?
It doesn't... Australia is not real. It's not a real place.
It's not a real place?
No.
No. I got a friend living there right now.
No.
It's like...
Shout out to Laura if she watches.
Not according to flat earthers.
Yeah.
It's not a real place.
Well, it's if you look at the flat map, isn't it over here?
It's not there.
I gotta figure out how many cats are in Australia.
It's past the firmament. Well, it's not the firmament. It's past the ice wall. It's not a real place.
It's past the ice wall. I haven't been to the ice wall.
It's not a real place.
Where's the ice wall at?
Ask Jon Snow.
Well, yeah.
Right.
I did see that.
I've been seeing so many videos. I think flat Earth is gaining ground, but
It is. It's getting some traction. Yeah.
I've been seeing so many videos on it, and they're all idiotic as could be. Why does this plane fly way up here? It's because flight pattern's stupid. Quit focusing on the one plane and look at all the planes in the air.
So, the cats weren't like natives there, right?
Okay.
So they brought them in.
Right.
So, there's over 3.1 million feral cats that just roam around the continent.
Huh.
That's a lot of fucking cats.
That's a lot of cats.
How many cats are how many feral cats are in America?
Okay.
So you got 3.1 million feral cats in Australia.
I bet they don't have a rodent problem. They shouldn't anyway.
Dude, it's like home to the most deadly fucking everything.
I got 3.1 million feral cats across the street from my house, I think.
I just feel like our numbers are going to be way bigger. I mean, it's a bigger continent.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, per capita.
70 million feral cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, but per cat, how you'd have to see per capita, like how compared to how many people and how much square footage and so forth.
Right.
There's a lot more to that number.
You know, there's more camels in Australia than anywhere else in the world too.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, camels.
Why?
There's a huge fucking desert in the middle of Australia.
Yeah,
It's
right.
all full of camels.
Well, yeah.
Just random camels or Like, are they feral?
Are they feral camels?
Spit on everybody. I'm just fucking. I'm being Jamie from fucking.
No, yeah, you're doing great.
Hey, when you're dealing with Steve today,
Tomorrow.
get a live trap from him for me.
Okay. I actually could use one too.
Yeah.
I got fucking groundhogs again.
Groundhogs won't hurt nothing.
Look at that Australian feral camel. It's fucking. It's top Google fucking DuckDuckGo response there.
What do you use? You use Google or DuckDuckGo?
DuckDuckGo.
Why?
It used to be safe. It's not anymore. I just still use it because of that.
I mean, are you gonna download a torrent browser and start using the Onion too, or what?
I did it for a while.
I just don't see a point. It's all the same.
I was just finding random shit on the dark web, like the shit people are selling was just hilarious to look at.
Oh, dude, the dark web's got, but you can buy all that shit on regular web too. It's just
no, and
not
people are
as
selling
secretive.
like pallets of money from like that. They say that's stolen from the Fed, like.
Really?
That's probably real.
Gone for disposal. Like they have to shred a certain amount of like bills or that are damaged, and they disappear from the trucks, and they'll send you for $200. They'll send you 10 grand in $100 bills, and I'm like, this is a fucking trap.
Not today,
No,
Fed boy.
right.
Yeah, not today.
Right.
But
That'd be like buying a fully automatic rifle off the dark web. Not today, ATF.
Or any rifle right now.
Not today.
So we had that.
Are they banned again?
We were unbanned for 2 days.
And then they banned them again.
Yep. Governor Pritzker says, not on my watch. We're going to build safer communities. We're going to have safer communities by not having legal gun owners having legal guns.
While they edit gunshots from the background because he was in Chicago when he said it.
Right.
so
The air is 70% bullets in Chicago.
Lead.
there was about 20,000 camels imported into Australia in 1870.
Was that on Noah's Ark?
Yes.
Okay.
And but now there's 600,000 camels.
Camels be fucking, huh?
Right. They got a damn camel orgy fest down there.
Fucking, he's like, you know what day it is?
Someday, every day in Australia.
Right. You know what day it is? Hey, Mike.
And they give people tags to go hunt them and shit to reduce the
Camels?
Really?
Yeah.
To hunt camels.
Yeah.
Are they like, they're a nuisance? They're like running out in front of motorcycles? Or
Just would seem like Australia as a continent would take care of the feral anything problem.
An Australian $19 million culling program was funded in 2009, and by 2013, a total of 160,000 camels were slaughtered.
And hence the camel jerky, I guess.
It just seems like the continent, if they just let the continent do its thing, it would take care of the issue.
There's some terrifying animals there.
There's all kinds of
spiders.
terrifying. The huntsman, the spider's as big as a table.
Is it really? That's not a thing.
Dude, that huntsman spider
It
is
is
huge.
Dude, it is nuts.
Big.
They're on people's doors and shit.
Is it only there? It's
Yeah.
only in Australia.
Yep. Did everything the entire continent of Australia?
I know it's poisonous.
Trying to kill you.
Yes, I understand that.
At all times.
But I mean, you're saying that's a big. I need a
Humans
reference.
were not supposed to live on that continent.
Well, that's why it was a prison. That's all the continent was supposed to be. Was you dump off your prisoners,
Right.
let them figure it out. Let the continent take care of the prisoners.
Right.
Right. But I just don't understand how that spider can't be anywhere else. Like nobody's grabbed one and bring it in.
Fuck that.
Right.
That is it like straight poisonous? Like
I don't think they're even poisonous. Are they poisonous?
I think so.
I don't know if they're poisonous. They're just huge.
That's like he's got it in his palm of his hand.
That's a little one then.
Is that a baby? Is that how they're born? That's not that big.
That fucking thing is huge, dude.
Dude, I had a tarantula that was close to that size.
Oh yeah, that's not a big one. I've had a tarantula. I've seen tarantulas that big too.
Yeah, right?
The giant bird eaters
Oh,
bigger
yeah,
than that.
that's huge.
It's not even. I mean, if I woke up right and then had blurry vision and something like that came running across the room, I'd probably pee myself. But
Right.
What's the world's largest spider?
I want to see a spider with like some elephantitis in his fangs or something. Like
The Goliath bird eater.
Yeah, the Goliath bird eater's the world's biggest spider.
Well, by mass, it says.
Oh,
what's that mean? Just like straight weight?
I'll say they're big.
So does he spin a web, catch a bird, and fucking eat it?
Oh yeah.
No
Yeah,
shit.
big.
No shit.
No, it is, and it's also size too. It says that his record leg span of 11 inches, sufficient to cover a dinner plate.
That's not. I mean, it's obviously big. Like we're used to spiders, right? But you know, I mean,
tarantulas are fucking harmless to people. Too.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely harmless.
Mine was a sweetie.
And they die really easy, don't they?
They
Like,
fucked
they
me.
have, like, air
God,
sacs in them or
Jesus
something?
Christ, way too
Yeah,
easy.
they die real
They
easy.
drop. And
Dude,
just-
I dropped Harry Bob, bro, and it was fucking game over. It was sad. So yeah.
Like instantly, or like
No, yeah, kind of actually. Like it was pretty. Like I picked him up and put him in the cage, and then he didn't move ever again. So
what do they eat?
crickets.
Yeah, crickets.
Yeah, I'd go to the store, get some live crickets for him.
What was it? What kind was it? Probably a rose.
So a friend of mine killed himself, and in the will, I got the spider. So the spider watched him kill himself. Spider was there, and for some reason I was on the hook for. I guess I was the godfather to the spider.
Did the spider make him kill himself? Did the spider?
Right. Yeah, I think he did. He was writing messages in webs.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
Talk about a sad movie.
You're worthless. You're worthless.
Do you think?
Do it, pussy.
Right. So, rest in peace to my friend that died. Thanks, Chuck.
It says that it's a female.
Well, if he was your friend, he would have enjoyed the joke. So.
30-year lifespan on a tarantula.
Yeah, not in my care.
That's wild.
Yeah, I dropped, and dude, I only dropped him from like waist.
Yeah,
Dude, it fucking sucked.
they're not tough at all.
No.
There was a dude riding down the street yesterday on his bike. He had a fucking African gray parrot
Chilling on him?
on his shoulder while he was riding his bicycle down the street.
Yeah. Birds are cool, except for the bigger ones. I fucking hate.
Parrots are not cool.
African gray's a pretty big bird.
Parrots
Not big as
will.
macaw, but
Parrots attach themselves to like certain people, like like
One
person,
motherfucker.
and then they bite the shit out
Fuck
of everybody else.
Yeah, they hate everyone.
Right.
The most needy fucking chicks are birds. So yeah, no, I had a sulfur crusted cockatoo, so white with the yellow things on top, and then I had a salmon crusted Malaccan, and both of them are about as big as a macaw. So big giant birds. The white bird, the sulfur crusted, they will open walnuts with their beak.
That's crazy.
So one day that son of a bitch got my thumb, and I'm waving him, trying to get him off, man. And it's like, I know I can punch this bird, right? But I try not to hurt animals, and I just wanted him off. And then I finally got him off. He flies up to the chandelier in the living room, and he's hanging upside down, fucking doing his head thing, screaming at me, right? And I'm like, I don't know how you're alive right now. Like, you've literally attacked me. Now you're mocking me, and now I need to kill you. And then so.
And now it's mocking.
you think birds are dinosaurs?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, you look at them son of bitches, man.
100%.
Yeah,
Jesus rode one.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Read that in the book.
yeah. The book.
Corey, where you at, buddy?
It's the book.
The book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus
nah.
rode one.
I think turtles are dinosaurs too.
Oh, definitely. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see the picture of the one caught in the river?
Oh, that big mother coming up on that net.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I saw that.
Huge.
Dude, it was bigger than the boat that
Yeah.
they were in. They're in like a john boat. That motherfucker.
I bet he was an alligator snapper too.
Dude,
Just based
yeah,
on his,
yeah. That smoothness.
No, the claws in the front.
Oh, I
He
didn't.
looked like an alligator.
Well, I saw this. I saw the smoothness, like the slickness of his shell. So I thought it was a snapping turtle.
Well, yeah, they were in the water, so they're really.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's true too.
But
Dude, that is. I think that's my most feared animal to run into.
an
Is
alligator snapping turtle.
yeah, man, or any snapping turtle, but definitely they're. And so like we were in Beaver Dam one time, me and a couple guys, and you used to be able to rent a canoe and go fishing. Well, none of us really fish, right? So, but we did it anyway. It's just a reason to sit out in a boat 3 deep, fucking. So, my cousin's in the middle, buddy's on the front, I'm in the back. So cousin sitting on the cooler, just drinking beer, got a line out. The only thing we caught was snapping turtles. So I got tired of fucking not catching a fish because I'm impatient. And
Right.
so the next snapping turtle I caught, I just threw him in the boat so he'd fuck with my cousin. So I know that this body of water is full of snapping turtles, and yet I throw one in the boat while we're in the middle of the lake, that we might tip over a canoe where there's nothing but snapping turtles. Yeah, so I didn't really think it all the way through. It was really funny for 5 minutes, and then the boat started to almost tip, so we threw him back out.
I don't remember who found it, but somebody, it was like in their backyard somewhere, wouldn't leave. So they called me to come get it.
Right.
And because I'm not afraid of that shit.
Right.
And I took a big scoop. When I got there, I was afraid of it. I was like, no, dude, I ain't going nowhere near that thing.
Right.
And because he was told me it was just a big turtle.
Right.
Get there and it's got the spikes on the back.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
dinosaur.
Yeah.
And going nowhere near that son of a bitch. He goes, well, it's got to go. It's got to go. I'm going to shoot it. And I go, well, I'm not going to let you fucking shoot it.
Right.
So I took a big scoop shovel. And this turtle was bigger than the scoop shovel.
Oh,
the
right.
metal scoop shovel.
Right.
He was bigger than that.
Sure.
But I got him in the back of my truck, and I got him to my house, and I was like, what the fuck am I going to do with it?
Right.
So we had a kiddie pool. I took the kiddie pool downstairs into the basement. I took the turtle downstairs to the basement, and I put him in this kiddie pool, and so I could figure it out, right?
Dude, they can climb out of that shit.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, man.
He did. But there's nothing, at that time, there was nothing in the
okay.
basement, so.
I'm like, that's your bedroom, bro.
So, yeah, he did. So, I started calling animal control. So I was like, what do I do with this fucking turtle?
Right.
What do I do with this turtle? And Bethalto was the last one I called. And Bethalto goes, well, I don't know, buddy. It seems to be your problem. And I went, oh, it's my problem. Okay. And I hung up on him and I took it out to Copeland Park.
Yep.
So it's not my problem now. Now
Right.
it's your problem.
Right.
And I drove my truck right up to that little pond.
Right.
And I got out with this scoop shovel, and there's this guy fishing, and he's watching me do this, right?
Right.
And I just imagine he's thinking, what's he doing? And I get this big-ass turtle out, because I see his face go. And I put him in the water.
Right.
And this turtle actually turns around, and it looks at me. It comes up, surfs. It gets in the water, it turns around, it surfaces a little bit, and it pokes its head up at me and looks at me for a few seconds, like it's going, hey, thanks.
Right.
You know, I needed this. And then it went back under the water, and this guy goes, did you really just put a huge snapping turtle in this pond? And I go, yep, I did. It's Bethalto's problem now. I got my truck and drove away.
Nice.
There was these good old boys when I was in chiropractic school. That super nice fellas, but they would always go noodling.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
catfish.
I'm like, you motherfuckers need your hands to do your job the rest of your life. You're going to lose fingers, possibly. But
Right.
Go and find
Yeah, because it's not always a catfish in the den right there.
Nope.
No. And that's how I was like, they're like, you want to go try it sometime? I'm like,
No,
my
bro.
fucking fingers bit off by
Right.
a snapping turtle.
Right.
No.
Yeah, because they share the same dens a lot. So,
Yeah.
no, I'm cool with that. I'd like to fish again one day.
They say there's catfish in the channel of that river, big enough to eat a person too. That's what they say.
Well, so the water's up real big right now.
In Alton, you mean?
Yeah. In the channel.
Yeah, it's like where the deepest part.
Yeah.
So I just went to Grafton this morning, and the water's up over the bike path. So that water's coming down now.
Is it coming down?
Yeah, it's it's up now. It's
Yeah,
up.
so they were above flood stage when I sold that parts bike. Them guys come from somewhere up in Iowa.
Yeah.
Right by the river.
So
they said they were above flood stage up there.
Yeah. So they've been dropping the river to prepare for all that.
Right.
Pardon me. And so when I went up there, right before you get to Pier Marquette, you can see the bike path over, on the riverside. It's over there, and that's all underwater right now. So it's definitely up, and it's been rising pretty quick. So
I told Sarah, I go, this shop's gonna close, and then the river's gonna come up.
Yep.
And then the Alton shop's gonna close.
Yep. Then I take a vacation. That shop doesn't need to, so they'll shut off our water, right? So a lot of times because the price.
Well, you need water. You got all this other water.
Right. So. And then they
got water at your front door. Well, you need water inside now.
Yeah, we'll just move upstairs.
What was that restaurant in Grafton that I used to like to go to as a kid? Not because of the food, but because
Fit in. Yeah, man. That's closed.
Yeah, permanently.
Yeah.
I wonder what they did with all their
fish. But also a problem now.
Put it back in the river.
Yeah, they're all.
They're all river fish.
Yep. Yeah, that was a cool spot. The food was garbage, but that was a cool spot.
When we were a kid, now do I remember it because I was a kid, so I remember it differently? But when we were a kid, them tanks were full.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Turtles and
fish, everything from the river.
Those turtles were big.
Yeah, The last time I went, there was like 3 fish.
Oh, really?
something like
Do you
that.
think they use the turtles for soup and shit?
I
Or
don't
transformed into
know.
ninjas?
Fucking love turtle soup.
Turtle soup is really good.
Love turtle soup.
You know what pisses me off? When people don't stop and pull a turtle off the road when they fucking on the road with them.
Dude, you don't even.
When they run it over.
Dude, I was going. So Central is normally full of fucking turtles.
Mm-hmm.
I was going down Central and I stopped. I pulled over because I was going to turn around and go back to get this turtle out of the road, and I watched some asshole hit it on purpose.
Bro, you can clearly see that shit.
Right.
Because their spine is in the shell, right?
Right,
Yeah. So
yeah.
if it cracks,
Yeah, they're dead.
fucked,
Yeah, they're dead.
I watched some asshole hit him, and I thought about following him,
Right.
but I didn't.
Dude, so when you go over
Just kept
to
going.
like the first gas station across the river, like when it's turtle season, man.
Oh, yeah,
It's
they're everywhere.
insane, man. It's like you can't. You got to ride a motorcycle to dodge them. Like it's insane.
I have fond memories of that gas station. That's where my grandpa would always be like, "Hey, Slick, going to go get cigarettes. You coming?" You know, and drive
Right.
Old Clark Bridge and going over there to get
Yeah,
cigarettes.
yeah. We'd go over there to buy fucking drugs. That way we weren't in the state that we were going to do the drugs in. It made sense at the time.
Makes zero sense.
It made sense at the
Absolutely
time.
No sense.
I see where
It's actually an extra crime.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's actually
Now I'm trafficking.
right.
Right.
It's actually an
Bootleg,
extra
of
crime.
course.
Right. Now I'm trafficking that with my 17 cartons of cigarettes.
I told that guy that killed somebody over there across the bridge. They dumped him out,
Right.
and I told him. I said, "You better tell him you killed him in Illinois because they got death penalty over there."
Yeah.
So,
Man,
stabbed him up.
Well, fuck around.
find out.
All right.
I was listening to a podcast this morning. It's about killing people.
Yeah.
And it's this one I listened to. It's called Cleared Hot. A guy named Andy Stumpf. He's cool.
Cleared hot.
Cleared Hot. His name's Andy Stumpf. He's a Navy SEAL, but he's like a wings. He used to like ride wingsuits and shit. Those fucking squirrel suits.
Right.
And he did like
It's like end of battle.
probably. But
Okay.
Like,
The battle.
Right.
he did like the highest wingsuit jump, like Red Bull style, like up from the stratosphere and shit.
No.
Yeah.
How come we didn't see that?
You can like show it to you.
I don't care
But
that
anyway,
much.
he was talking about this guy who was in his like buds class there,
Right.
and the dude got put in a platoon or a SEAL team, like went off the rails. They kicked him out. Him and his girlfriend chopped up some fucking two people with a Spyderco knife,
Okay.
cut them into bags. I cut them up, put them in different bags, put them in these convenience stores where the guy used to work when he was younger.
Okay.
He knew when they emptied the bins, right? Or like
Right.
the what do you call them? The dumpsters.
Yeah.
So they get emptied.
Tuesdays up here
Tuesday, yeah.
if you're
So-
dropping body
yes.
parts.
They needed money, so they go to rob a Hooters.
Mm-hmm.
So they thought that this is how fucked up they were. They were going to steal Hooters paraphernalia and sell it for money. By the time they exited the
Makes
Hooters,
no sense.
right? By the time they exited the Hooters, the police were there.
Mm-hmm.
They got caught
Oh.
because the dude's wife or girlfriend or whatever, she was wife, I guess, had the IDs of the people they chopped up in her purse.
fucking
and
souvenirs.
The knife with hair and skin.
Ah,
Fucking
Jesus.
dummies.
So they never
Fucking
found
dummies.
they never found the bodies because they were gone, you know. But they
Right.
had the shit on the knife. I was like, man, it's fucking dumbass.
Fucking dummies.
Well, they're not in the right frame of mind. I mean, or the right state of mind at all. I mean, obviously, if they're robbing the Hooters for their big payday,
Right.
we're gonna sell these shorts, bro.
But he was in jest, but he was almost serious about it. He's like,
Show us your tits.
the guy's on mandatory parole. For how he gets out of jail, I have no idea.
Right now, he's on parole.
In like a couple of years, he's like, I want to have this guy on my podcast and just be like, what the fuck, dude? Hooters? You know?
Right.
I'm gonna have you on,
I
this
chopped-
podcast. I'm like, how fucked up? What kind of drugs were you on?
Right,
Hooters.
right.
Hooters.
Peyote.
Peyote for real?
No, I'm saying.
Do you regret keeping the IDs?
Do you?
Like, why?
Yeah, man. That's kind of fucked
If
up.
you had to do it again,
Right. Like, what did
what
you
would
learn?
Right. What would you do different?
What did you learn from this experience?
I like how people always say that you learn so much about being a criminal in prison. It's like everybody there got caught. Why are you learning from these people?
Well, you learn what not to do.
You need
From
to go,
all the-
you need to go out and learn from the people that didn't get caught.
Dude, I learned so much about drinking and driving after I had to go to the drinking and driving school. You know?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you learn?
Oh, buddy. Like the obvious, you don't want to blow. But really the thing is from the time they initiate stop to the time you get put in cuffs, because that's what's going to happen. That whole time, all they're doing is gathering evidence to get you.
Just shut up.
So I know it's not Friday and we air on Wednesdays, but you really need to.
Always shut the fuck up Friday.
It's always shut the fuck up Friday. So the time they ask you the very first question, they are literally just gathering the evidence against you. So that way you can be prosecuted and fined, and so all that shit.
So you just don't say anything. Don't blow.
Here's what the actual police and everybody say in these classes. I politely decline. Hey, when you just step out and do a field sobriety test, I politely decline. No matter what, you're going to jail if you've been drinking. Yep. So you might as well go to jail, pay your $105, and let your lawyer fucking beat the case. Yep. You give them too much fucking info, you give them any info.
Oh yeah, I just had four shooters.
Right. Nah, I was drinking that Fireball without the whiskey, just flavored whiskey.
No, it just smells like cinnamon all the time, man. I like cinnamon.
Right, yeah.
Cinnamon.
Dude, I do like cinnamon, actually.
They call me Cinnamon down at Bugs and Sissies.
So.
Just packing heat.
You know, I just about...
packing heat.
I just about bet in this area, if you said that, I just about bet somebody, one of these cops would go, you can go.
Right.
You can go, Cinnamon.
Yeah. So I took Steve to franchise last night. And then one of the female police officers comes over and says hi to me from APD. They were down at franchise. So they come over and say hi. I don't recognize them because they're not in uniform. And then so we're leaving, and then a couple of them are cigar customers, right? So I stop and BS for a little bit. And my Eagle guy,
Oh, yeah.
He was there. And he goes, you motherfucker, everybody's fucking... And they're like, and then another cop I haven't met, he goes, wait, you're the guy? And I'm like, yeah, I'm the guy. And I go, really, man, you brought it on yourself. If you wouldn't have asked the lieutenant if we really jack off birds, this would have died. But you fucking did this to yourself, man. He goes, I didn't know.
How do you not know?
Do you know
that's
this?
Not a real thing.
You were collecting semen from eagles?
Do you not know the story?
No.
Okay, so we got an APD who's, so... I got a friend who he brings in his rookies. He come and get a cigar, So he brings in the rookies, and I'm pretty sure it's my job. I haven't gotten a check yet, but it's my job to bust their balls, right? It's the initiation, hazing, whatever. So this gorgeous fucking cop comes in, right? So he's like, he wants to be like as Italian as Pizza Hut, but he, he's got his hair all fucking, greased over and shit. Real nice, tall, good-looking guy. And so Desherlia goes, do you know what he's excited for? And I go, what? And he goes, Eagles. And I had a flyer on the counter.
Wasn't he from
Chicago?
Yes.
Chicago. Yeah. So he goes, he's excited to see Eagles. I go, bro, are you gonna jack off an eagle with us this year? And he goes, what? And this is how my mind works, right? Instantly, I gotta fuck with this guy, and I just think of the dumbest shit possible. So he goes, what's that? And I go, dude, so Eagle Fest. I had a flyer that said Eagle Fest. And I go, Eagle Fest is we're going to go down to Flock, and we're going to fucking jack off the birds. They collect the semen and then artificially inseminate other eagles. That's how that's why they're not on the endangered list. And he's like, no. And he's like looking, and so Desherlia goes, oh yeah, bro. He goes, APD gets first pull, like literally. And so and it was Desherlia, and I forgot who the third cop was, right? But there was three of them in there, and the other guy's like, yeah, man, that's what we do. We just, like that's tradition here, like that's
his tradition.
As is, and you don't fuck with tradition, man. If we got to jack off birds, that's what we got to do. And then he goes, well, like how do you find it? And we're like, well, that's what the eagle people are there for. They I go, bro, but here's a pro tip. So when you go jack off this fucking bird, take your range muffs and put them on, because when that bird climaxes, man, it'll break your fucking eardrums. And he's like smiling, and I would assume that since we're going in such great detail,
right,
that he knows we're full of shit.
Right.
The next day, he sees the lieutenant, and he goes, hey, can I ask you something? He's like, yeah, man, what's going on? And he goes, do you guys really jack off birds, eagles? And he goes, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, would you go do your shift? And so later that day, so I get a call about this. Later that day, they catch some kids. They have some guns with scratch out serial numbers. And then over the radio, he goes, "Look, I didn't jack off an eagle not to carry my fucking gun." So now everybody's now the guy he's Eagle Boy now. So he's he's always looking to jack off a bird. So he goes, "Man, they don't fucking leave me alone about it. Like, you did it to yourself, man. Right. If you wouldn't have asked somebody, if you just would have let it go." He goes, "Well, I was getting nervous about jacking off this eagle."
He's from Chicago. I mean,
yeah. He got.
Like, I'm not here in the country now. They do some weird shit.
Yeah. So well, because I had all this info. He's from Chicago. He's this pretty boy, and he just seemed like he would buy into some downstate shit. Like you get south of 72, bro. We just got to jack off animals around here. They can't figure it. Right. They probably do. That's probably why they vote for us. So. Like, we can't trust these guys. They're jacking off birds down there.
Right. We can't.
He goes.
Now you kind of got to wonder if he called back his family. It was like,
yeah. He's like,
jack off eagles.
So I get to not only see an eagle, but I get to help it reproduce.
Right.
Like, how do you do that? Like, I was like, some of the cops like, yeah, you gotta get lotion. I'm like, yeah, it's real scaly, like their claws. Like, it'll hurt your hands, dude. We were so deep, dude. We're so.
Wait a minute. How do you know what a cat dick's like?
Who's seen a cat dick before?
I've never seen a cat dick.
No.
Cat dick has like fucking prongs on it.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Why do
it's
you?
like a lethal weapon.
You don't.
So
it's a lethal weapon.
A dude cat literally rapes the female cats every time. It enters.
I knew that.
It does not. It cannot pull out. It's like a fucking. It's like, and it sticks in them. Here, I don't want to see a picture.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I need to see a picture of a cat dick.
We're looking at pictures of cat dicks.
Well, hey, last week you showed me a video of a guy in a jar. So
that was not me.
I know. I'm still.
Now we got to see cat dicks.
So, like, when I get a beer or a cocktail and it's in a mason jar, I'm like, no, man. I got to put it in a fucking Pilsner glass.
All the stray cats across the street from my house, I hear it all day and all night. Fucking dude, cat fuck 30 over there all the fucking time.
I was over at Thomas's and Alice's house one night having dinner, and we're sitting on the porch, and you can see great view of the bridge and shit from their house. Anyway, you can see barges go by and stuff. So we're sitting out there having a cigar, and the coyotes that are between their house and Bon Air are fucking insane, man. They're screaming loud. Like, it is, like I thought my street.
Enough woods there for coyotes?
Multiple coyotes.
No,
because you got the cemetery and then just that.
Yeah.
It's about a city block maybe of fucking.
Oh. It's not clear, but you see the barbs on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it fucking makes it. Yeah.
It's just that cat just has herpes.
Well, yeah.
I was gonna make a reference, but I know too many people watch this, so I don't want to.
Drew, did you know that you can't get herpes from a man?
Okay.
It's a dad joke.
No.
That's why they're called herpes.
I love the dad jokes. Man.
I like how you can retain the dad jokes.
Cat dicks.
So
I actually look one up every day now.
I like it.
Before.
Oh, a dad joke or a cat dick?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Well, both now.
Right.
Both now.
I've never seen a cat dick, so I like how I learned so much here.
Dicks.
Right.
I didn't know it either until I first met Melissa, and she told me because she had a baby kitten that was in heat, or not baby kitten, but
right. First heat.
And that bitch would just sit in the house and just screaming, and it sounded like it was yelling hello. It was like hello, and I'm like, and she's like, I cannot let her out because she's gonna get raped by some dude.
Right.
Dude, them cats will fuck each other up too. Like my dad's got a cat walking around his house with half its fur on its face gone because it no longer grows fur from being fucked up so much.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Dude, those coyotes sounded like they were fucking straight raging out there in the woods.
That's crazy. They're back in the woods behind my house, but we don't hear them that good.
Oh,
back there.
dude, it was so loud. I'm like,
hear once in a while. Yep.
No, dude, it was like howls and fucking screams and shit. And I'm like, I go, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah, the coyotes. And like, they have cameras, like, yeah, we see them go around all the time. And I'm like, Ridge is safer than here. We don't have coyotes. Like, I have people screaming, but eventually they stop.
Right.
And I don't have to worry about my cat getting eaten or whatever.
Well,
I mean, there's a lot of outdoor cats out there.
And why do they stop screaming suddenly?
Well, because they're eating the cats.
Right, because they're eating the cats. They finally caught one.
Dude, they're by my house. I told you that, didn't I?
Yeah, the coyotes.
And every morning they're out there screaming like the babies are yelling and shit. And I'm like, the cops don't want me to kill them though. So I have a bow and arrow. They said I can't use a.
Why'd you ask?
Right.
There's that.
All I have is a.
It's better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Yes, all the time.
Yes.
But
all you need is a 17 HMR. Nobody will even hear you shoot it.
Or you can do a 22 with or you could do
Supersonic.
supersonic rounds.
Subsonic.
Well, whatever.
Subsonic, yeah.
Supersonic.
But you can't. A 17 HMR will kill them. That's what they use to hunt them.
Yeah.
And you can barely hear them things go off.
Well, so,
And if you find an oil filter and hold it on your gun,
Allegedly.
they attacked the dog across the street. They fucked it up.
Oh, I'm sure. Dude, I was walking Vista, and I had my dog off the leash, and it was my crazy dog. And so he's fucking around with one, and it lured it in. And then there was a fucking group.
Yeah, that's what they
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I literally watched it because I was trying to get down to him. And so he's going deep in the woods. And then so I got in there and fucking startled everybody off. So
that's why the coyotes by where I live, they'll come out of the neighborhood once in a while. They'll come up in the neighborhood, but they normally don't because we'll shoot them.
right. Well, and
We live in the county, so.
well, there's that. Yeah, I could shoot him in the city, dude. I
right.
I remember just going out when I first moved to Bridge, just to let everybody know who I was. I go out with the AK and just fire rounds into the ground. It's like just to quiet down the neighborhood, because it was fucking like 3 a.m, man, just straight like Yo MTV raps. I don't know, bro. It was just out of control. And then so I just go in there and I put 5 rounds in a mag and I go in just pop pop pop, just shooting the ground. I don't like shooting in the air because you don't know where it's gonna come down at.
Put
So
a hole in your own roof.
yeah, so that was my biggest bitch is, we had the worst shooting that I can remember on Ridge was, it was like 2 alleys up, so it really wasn't close to the house. It was like, 200 yards away. But there was 22 shell casings on this alley, but there wasn't one drop of blood. Like, 22 rounds were released. Where did they go?
In houses.
Right.
They're in houses.
I spent a lot of money on that roof and gutters. I don't want to fucking, so I thought a great idea would be if we can get a government program, go pick people up, train them how to shoot. Less bullets, right? I take them down to Paisaw.
Less innocent bystanders.
Definitely. See, less, Brenda's
Less property damage.
Brenda's baby won't get hit by a stray bullet.
Right. Right.
So I'm just
now
thinking.
They hit the intended target, which was probably somebody else that.
That's on them. That's not
good,
right. So I thought maybe step one would be to show them, like, even though the gun comes laying flat in the box, but you can actually rotate it, right? I thought that'd been step one. So I took this all the way to the mayor because I was like, I need to be paid for this. This is a great idea.
It's a wonderful idea.
I think so. So it's and he goes,
gun crime.
I see Chuck's with me.
Yes.
So if we train everybody how to shoot, and maybe a little firearm education, maybe a little discipline,
a little safety, a little firearm safety,
safety.
Nobody's getting hurt while they're shooting.
I mean, how many accidental deaths do we have where like some knucklehead shoots somebody in the back? He's sitting in the back seat of the car. He accidentally shoots somebody. I lost a buddy in high school that exact way. They're fucking around. They didn't have the knowledge. So I just feel that the government
now it's just deliberate.
Yeah, so now if somebody dies, it's almost an open and shut case, right? Well, there's one shell casing, one body. This guy deserved it. In the case, right? Mm-hmm. And then my house isn't riddled with bullet holes, and there's no lost babies. It's all for the kids, really.
Or grandmas or anybody else that gets shot.
Dude, we're all outside in the summer.
Because they do this.
Right. Right.
That's what they do. That's what they do. If you ever seen a video of the shooting, that's what they're doing. They're doing this. They're scared of the gun, so they like flinch and just pull the trigger.
That's crazy.
And it does this while they're doing it.
Well, that's how I was shooting that fucking Glock on the hoverboard.
Right.
I mean, eventually you can't stay on target when you got 22 rounds in your pistol. I mean,
right.
I mean, I hit everything.
You're just squeezing. You're not even
right. You can't do shit else. Yeah. You're not squeezing or nothing. I just feel like there was so much education we could provide, and then the mayor.
Guys to get killed.
Right.
Innocent people are safe.
I mean, they're probably going to get killed anyway.
Right.
I mean,
might as well do that without
more efficiently.
Yes.
Right.
If you're going to be one thing in this world, be efficient. So, and then the mayor brought up a point to me. He goes, so.
No, it's a bad point. I don't care what he said.
He goes,
bad point.
So you're going to put them in the range? And I go, yeah. And he goes, okay. He goes, cameras in the range? And I go, yeah. And he goes, so you're going to have a bunch of felons, if they're a felon, holding a firearm.
Now we've just already solved a whole different problem.
So then there's that.
Now this is an even better idea.
Now it's a felon in possession of a firearm.
Is that entrapment?
So is that entrapment? So, but it needs.
Only entrapment is the only reason. The only way it's entrapment is if they didn't choose. Is if you gave them some incentive to do it. If they chose to do it on their own free will, it's not entrapment.
Well, the incentive would be to kill your enemies more efficiently.
But if they chose to go on their own free will without you saying, "I'm going to give you X amount," and I'm gonna, without you persuading them some way. Then it's not entrapment. So,
I like it.
Because they went along.
What else
voluntarily.
You still looking at catdicks, bro?
Right.
No, I mean it's just still here.
Is that a cat with a diaper?
It's just still
it's
here.
Still here.
Feline urinating.
Just still up. It's just still up on my screen.
Does the male?
It's a screensaver now.
Right. It was pretty scary looking. It looks like some shit like that would stick to your clothes when you're hiking in the woods or something. Yeah.
That's frightening.
So
it's a whole new fear unlocked. A cat attaching itself to you by its dick.
So
it's just holding on to your leg.
That's how
without its claws out.
Right.
What the fuck?
So
fucking spider dick.
Yeah. No, it's fucking gross.
It's got a tentacle coming out of it.
Well, it had a bunch of little ones.
God damn.
It's really pretty gross. What's that guy holding?
Makes a dog dick look
Since
better,
you're still on
sure.
cat dicks.
Right. What's the largest cat dick?
Yeah. Can we have the Ron Jeremy of cat dicks?
Right.
I don't know any other male porn star names.
Right. This is the John Holmes of cat dicks. What a wonderful episode.
Dude, so far, I'm digging it.
Man, I don't know.
Has anybody ever actually measured cat dicks? Somebody's going around.
Somebody's got to measure cat dicks, bro.
Picking up stray cats and somebody is going around measuring cat dicks. They're just not publishing their work.
Well, they're not done yet. I mean, they're still looking. There's so many different variations of cats, man.
Every time they find the guy doing it, they put him in the middle.
Hold on, scroll back up just a little. Penis size comparison chart.
The smallest mammal penis is a shrew.
Is he from China?
1/5 of an inch long.
1/5 of an inch long.
Compared to relative body size. A gorilla is only 2 inches long.
What?
Yeah.
What? No, okay. A gorilla?
Okay.
A gorilla's penis averages 2 inches. That does not make sense.
Is this mammals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pig is 1.5 feet long.
Jesus.
So is a horse.
Wow.
Jesus.
I didn't know the pig had the horse.
A rhino is 2 feet.
Hung like a pig.
Right.
A bull is 2.5 feet.
A what?
A bull?
Oh, okay.
Giraffe.
2.5 feet.
Giraffe 4 feet.
Jesus.
Bull elephant 6.5 feet.
A what? A
bull elephant.
Oh, okay.
So this is like all
length.
The biggest in comparison to body size. So
okay.
Next biggest would be a blue-billed duck, and it has a 10-inch dick, and it's a duck.
What?
Duck with a 10-inch dick.
Remember Howard the Duck? No.
Hey, no wonder he got to stay with that chick right free.
No shit.
10-inch dick.
Bro, they made a whole song about him.
Right.
Blue whale, 10 foot.
Right.
1 foot in diameter.
1 foot in diameter.
And it's funny, dude, the bottom of this picture, it's sponsored by Viagra.
Okay.
Of course it is.
That's funny, man.
That's awesome. All right, so duck is where it's at.
Yeah.
10 inches.
10 inch on it.
Blue-billed duck is the champion.
Blue-billed duck.
You looking up a blue-billed duck?
No, I'm going to let Drew do that.
Erect penis?
I'm going to let Drew do that.
I wish I had images. I'd like to see.
It's Drew's thing.
I'd like to see it because the ducks aren't that big.
I'm pretty sure there's an image. I mean
is that how they? Is that?
Okay, let's see how big that. Okay, so hold on. Bird penis is a flaccid state curled up inside the cloaca. A specimen of an Argentine bluebill duck had a remarkable 17-inch long penis. It's
cold outside.
Gosh, dang. Because that duck's got to be only 20 inches long, probably, at least. I mean,
right.
That's a big fucking duck if it's that big.
No wonder they fucking swim so weird.
They're buoyant.
They're
buoyant.
It's got like a third paddle in there. Fucking.
Dicks full of air.
They have dicks full of air. It's like a pontoon boat. So like one pontoon. That's fucking gross.
Fucking jet propulsion underneath there.
I couldn't imagine a duck like making the list of largest fucking penises.
And then a gorilla being
2 inch?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense at all. How's it? That's a huge mammal.
Dude, look what he says. We're talking.
He's got
I demand I demand a recount.
What, the gorilla?
Yeah.
Right. That dude got literally the short end of the stick. How you gonna be a gorilla and
just beat it?
And them booties are so big in the fucking orangutan thing.
Well, they ain't fucking getting past the cheeks.
Right, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's weird that that's on the internet, and I'm glad somebody put in the research to measure.
And had the effort to create such nice pictures.
Yeah. It's I mean, it looks like something I'd see in a children's book.
But we still don't know what the largest cat dick is.
Show Chuck the graphic, because it's like it should be like in the back of a highlights, you know.
Oh yeah, hey.
Isn't that nice?
Hey, yeah.
That makes learning fun.
Okay, right.
The gorilla's like,
right. Come on, bro.
If only I had a drag queen showing me that when I was a kid.
Cinnamon.
I'd be ahead of the grade. See?
Fucking. What was it? Because I'm packing the heat.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right. Are we wrapping this up?
I mean,
you need a ride, right?
I do need a ride.
I guess we can wrap it up.
Well, I need a. Unless you got something on the books. You got something on the table? You got something?
What you got?
Next week.
What are we doing next
Monday
week?
night after I get off work.
So like night.
Night.
You out of your fucking mind?
7?
Yeah.
Well,
like maybe say 6:30.
Is that when we're recording?
Crazy.
Okay. Do we have a guest for that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Travis French.
A gorilla?
I don't know who that is.
Is he a gorilla?
Yes, he actually is.
Okay.
He's a monster.
Then we'll laugh at him.
But he
has a 2-inch penis.
Debatable, yeah, I'm sure he does.
Right. At some point in the day, I'm sure.
Yeah. Right. No, he's
gotta ask the hard questions.
I'm packing that heat.
I've known Travis for 13, 14 years.
Right.
He's a guy I used to work out with.
Right.
Big dude. He's also country insurance agent.
Okay.
Nice guy all around.
Right on.
Just competed in a bodybuilding competition the other day and killed it.
Nice.
Yeah. He's 47.
47, looking good.
Yeah.
Nice. I hope by the time I'm 47, I look good. Fuck.
I mean.
You pulling up his fucking?
Yeah,
you pulling up his chart?
I'm gonna jam it up.
Right. So he's a professional bodybuilder.
No. That was his first one he's ever done.
Oh yeah. He just put it into work. Fucking knock it.
Penis.
He might. At some point during the day.
Big guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a good looking dude. He's proportionate too.
Yeah.
How'd he place?
Big guy. Yeah, he won the Masters.
Natty class?
Yeah.
Does Masters have a separation of natty and not?
I think so. I mean, but then he also said that he got like overall that they had like all the classes together.
Sure.
Fourth.
Fuck.
Out of overall between the 20-year-old on.
Where was the competition at? Jenny Craig?
Right.
Come on, man.
Damn.
That was good.
Yeah, damn.
Nah. Thanks. He's got nice traps. Traps are fucking huge.
Dude's always been huge. This is a guy. I will say this.
Yeah.
I'll save the stories.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to have him on. Next guest.
Yeah.
Right. We already told your story.
Right.
Shout out Country Insurance and.
I don't want to be here at 6:30 at night any damn way.
Yeah, he does. I've been trying to get him to come on for a while.
Right.
Damn it.
All right.
Killing.
We don't have. We can skip it. I guess.
No, hey,
Killing me.
let's get some pizza.
Yeah.
He probably wants pizza after competition. Yeah,
What kind
bro.
of pizza?
Something good. It's Monday. Fuck.
You know, goddamn good pizza.
We should record at the franchise.
No, that'd be too loud.
Fuck yes, it's too loud.
Way
so
too loud.
so funny story from Steve last night. He goes,
Nightmare.
so you know, there's younger people in there for sure, right? Like younger girls, and he goes, I saw Steve just locked one.
Oh, she's good looking.
So he's facing the crowd. My back's to the crowd, right? And so he's looking, and he goes, I go, you good, buddy? He goes, there's some really pretty girls here. And I go, yeah, that happens. And he goes, I can see that one's nipples through her shirt. I was like, let's keep that down, bud.
Yeah.
Let's not say that again out loud, please.
I can see down your shirt.
Right. It's like, her nipples were poking out of her shirt. I'm like, well, it's a little chilly in here, Steve. Let's not ever say that again in public. He goes, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. I was like, just don't see girls' nipples.
So I'll be gone the end of June for a Tuesday, and I just figured we would just run longer the Tuesday before,
Do a double episode?
and then I would just cut it in half.
Oh.
So
Are you going? Is that when you're going to Florida? End of June?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I have something at the end of June.
Well,
I guess it wouldn't matter.
Doesn't matter,
Oh,
does
yeah.
it?
Look at that. I do have something at the end of
Doesn't
June.
matter.
What am I doing?
So just do like extra one on extra. Do you do two of them on a day or?
Yeah, just run long, like 3 hours, 4 hours, something like that. I figured we'd have Jeremy back on because Jeremy will run. We can run 4 hours with Jeremy and be
Hey,
entertaining the whole
do you want
time.
to trip mushrooms since we're going to go all fucking day?
Yeah.
Like trip?
I mean, we can do that. We can totally. I'll sit here and we can sit here and bullshit. while you
Holy
guys are on
fuck.
mushrooms
I haven't tripped yet. I've got
for
close.
an entire day.
I got a hot one. I got a hot
We
one.
look at catdicks all day.
Pictures of cat dicks taped to the wall.
I'm gonna be so scared of cat. I'll be so scared of my own dick, bro. Like, is that a tentacle coming out?
That'd
That'd be good to have Jeremy on that day too, because you could dissect a lot then.
Dude, yeah, I'd be if to trip with any one of our guests, I would definitely want it to be Jeremy.
Well, I just figured Jeremy because we'd be able to fill 4 hours with him easy.
Yeah, and you know he's pretty enlightened.
So.
See,
Yeah,
does
I
he?
mean, if you want to do something like that, you can sit and dissect some shit. And by the time you're back, you're be over it and gone. Done.
God, would that be the #1 episode?
Done.
Just fucking tripping on some mushrooms. It'd be my first time,
Damn.
unless I do it before.
That's what those dudes do on Rogan. On certain times, they'll do they do this episode called "Protect Our Parks," and it's just him and like a few of the comedian buddies.
Right.
They just do the last one I listened to. They were all doing some shit, but they busted out whippets and all kinds of
Oh.
stuff. Just doing crazy shit,
I
dude.
haven't done a whippet since like high school.
And Joe's like, "Should I do this? Is this okay for me to do?"
I might die today. Can't die on mushrooms, right?
I mean, I'm sure if you took enough, you could probably have some kind of psychotic break. But I mean, have
Really?
some kind of just superhero.
I don't know. I had a bad trip. So, but again.
Was it
don't
mushrooms?
Don't ask me how many we took because I was just sticking my hand in the bag and eating them.
Well,
Ooh.
yeah, I mean,
No idea.
I was gonna be a little bit more scientific and actually weigh it out a
5 or
little bit.
6 grams is probably neat.
Ooh, I was gonna go 3 at most.
Well, 3's enough to get off. 3's enough to trip.
Yeah, I was going to. I'll shoot.
What's 3 last? Probably 4 or 5 hours.
No, 3 grams.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Probably
Maybe
4 or 5 hours.
Maybe 2 grams in.
That trip, 2 grams isn't enough.
That's not enough.
Dude, I did 0.3 and was floating fucking on that one button. Dude, that one fucking.
Well, I'd imagine because it's not like a scientific thing. I'd imagine that you probably get some that are a little more potent.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. And then what the
Yeah.
blue ones are like the fucking Holy Grail or some shit.
Well, they have. It's just like
The
the
blue
it's
plume.
the alkalinity of the
Yeah.
psilocybin. So, yeah, there's definitely
Well,
higher, stronger versions.
Sure. Can you go that long on a Tuesday, or do you have to get say? Because that could be a thing too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to trip
Well, you got
mushrooms.
a month and a half to figure it out.
Yeah.
Right.
So figure it out.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of. I was gonna trip at the lake for the first time, but I think tripping in this room with these huge lights pointed at me makes perfectly good sense.
I think you'd be all right though. I think you'd be all right.
We should bring some lava lamps and
I
stuff.
mean, I can tell you what triggered my bad trip. It was Fantasia. That's what triggered it.
Really?
So it was the dancing mushrooms. Because I was on mushrooms, I guess, in my brain. I was on mushrooms. And the dancing mushrooms were coming to get me for eating the mushrooms. I don't know what my brain was doing, but it was not doing good things.
I just feel like maybe we get like a bunch of people in here and we all trip.
Cried for 40 minutes straight.
Did you really?
Unconsolable bawling for 40 minutes straight.
Wow.
They had to make me get up and leave the room and take me for a walk to get me to calm down.
Wow. I don't really want to cry for fucking 40 minutes
40
on the
minutes
podcast.
Straight.
Just be able to like hit mute on my mic or something if I right.
Well, I know she'll be crying. We'll look up catdicks or something.
I'm gonna have flashcards so I can fucking look at funny things, so not freak out. What is that? It's a bottle of cinnamon, packing the heat. Yeah. All right. So yes, short episode because we had our first engineer flaw. Well, we've had equipment fail.
Yeah,
but
that was 100% on
that was engineer fail on that
I did
one.
not hit record on anything. For
So
look, we did 40 minutes.
50, I think. Yeah, I think it was 50 minutes of. And then the back half was actually a little bit better anyway. Yeah. No.
Well, I noticed that before. Is there's a warm up period where it kind of sucks for quite a while.
Yeah.
And then it's better when we got a guest, but there's still a warm up period where it's not good.
Yeah,
it's better.
You gotta get the topic. You gotta get fired up. Unless somebody just comes in with some shit.
So.
All right, so thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and share, please. And I guess look forward to the end of June episode. Maybe I will try to trip before then, so that way.
Just do it.
You think that'd be the first?
Yeah,
that's the first one on air.
I mean, if we get Jeremy on here, the whole point
I can see him being
is
a shaman.
Pack some shit.
I know, man, but
right. I mean, that's the beneficial point of it.
That's
and then after that, do
fucking scary part, bro.
Do it for fun.
That's the scary part.
I mean,
is the unpacking. So
the whole point is to unpack.
You're gonna save space.
Yeah. It's all black.
And I mean, right.
It's fine.
Black.
Yeah, it's fine.
I may or may not get up, start flipping lights.
Yeah.
Because I'll be the only sober one.
There you go. No, Jeremy will be sober.
I don't know. Can't get Jeremy to.
I don't know what he does. I saw him out the other day for some of the fundraiser things.
He's got a thing on Thursday nights that I've been meaning to sit in on, and I just haven't done it yet.
Is it down at the conservatory?
No, it's online.
Okay.
It's something that he posts. I guess they do like a group chat or something.
Oh, no shit.
And I've been meaning to sit in on it, but I just haven't done it.
I haven't even seen
I
that.
haven't seen that. I need to look and see what that is.
Are you sure it's him?
The page that he runs called Patterns Interrupted.
Okay.
Maybe he's part of it. I don't know.
Oh,
But
man.
it's from his page. I've seen it from his page. So.
I'm not even aware.
No, check it out.
Yeah. Thanks for the invite, fucking Jeremy.
So, Jeremy.
So Jeremy, without telling me.
Yeah, so hit him up, see if we can get him on at the end of June. I don't know how to find my calendar. That's the calculator, dumbass. Calendar.
So that'll be interesting. What a great teaser. We're gonna promote that for 2 months.
The 27th.
Month and a half.
No, I think the 27th will be the one I'm here for. And so technically it'll be July 4th's episode is what it would be.
Oh, the fireworks will go.
So
The fireworks will go.
So it'll be on the 4th will be, I believe.
It's my anniversary.
I got to.
July 4th is your anniversary for.
I don't think I'm going to be here that day.
I like how I listen in here. Sorry.
Right.
What?
Wedding. Yeah.
Oh, you got married on July 4th?
Yeah. Never forget.
There's that.
All right.
All right. Yep.
All right, we're out.
Yep, we're done.